Greg Olsen with you, Evan McPherson getting this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
The biggest takeaway coming off last week's loss is he just needs to make a bigger impact overall. He certainly wasn't bad. I mean, no interceptions, protected the ball. But he needs to do more. He needs to kind of let it loose and take some more shots downfield and maybe throw into some tighter windows. For his team to win, this offense needs to be better, and at the front of that.
Oh, right at the outside, he lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to cover it up. It will not be a turnover, but will go down as a sack.
And man, does he dodge a bullet right there, Mike, on that sack. He's fortunate. That ball bounced right back to him. He's able to recover it and keep possession for his team.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. That's into the hands of Jonathan Brooks. He's going to be out of bounds. He is well shy where he needed to get to. It'll bring up 4th down. This one fielded out beyond the 25. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. They are led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020, national champion at LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
I love watching a player of any position come back after a bad game. I think it really just speaks to their mental toughness and their ability to grind, because the reality is, if you can only play well when things are going your way, you're not going to play very long in the NFL. So I am very interested to see, Mike, what sort of approach does this guy come into today's game with, saying, last week is over, I'm going to remain aggressive, I'm going to put my team on my back, and go out there and do whatever I have to do to get a win.
It looked like one of the Bengals was in there and able to cover it up. Cincinnati holds on to the ball.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Panthers offense ready to see the football for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Daniil Hunter, ex-rusher extraordinaire, in action again.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. Throwing right. That's Johnston. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9. And 3rd down coming up. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Well, I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single first down through the first 2 drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait till their 3rd series to see if they can make it happen.
And some nifty running on the return. He did some good yardage before he was taken down. Burrow now to throw on 1st down. This one Higgins, who makes the grab. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
10 at the 42-yard line.
On first and 10, Burrow. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. From the 43, here's second down and 9.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
Working out of the gun, Burrow to the left side, caught by Chase. We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Brings up third and 5.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's a first carry for their running back, and he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
3-yard line.
It is
4
second
yards
and
on the
6.
pickup. Second and 6.
They'll stick with him again. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's a Cincinnati first down.
33-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. Peel it forward for maybe a yard. Trevin Wallace in on the tackle. From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 9.
At the 32-yard line.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's going to get upended right at the line of scrimmage. And he's picked up and thrown down.
Brings up third down and 9.
They need to get this to the 23. Here's third down. Burrow from out of the gun here on third down.
And he did everything he could. He's trying to keep this play alive, but there's just too much penetration from this defensive front, and they end up taking him down behind the line.
Fourth down, and the Bengals will bring in Evan McPherson for the field goal try. This one from 54 yards out. McPherson's kick is good, and the Bengals are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense about ready to take over once more. And so far, 2 drives, 2 punts, no first downs. Not a winning formula as they start drive number 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. On second down, it's Brooks. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line. Here's third down and a few inches. They'll go with the sneak. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. So, from the 36, it is first and 10. So, we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Bengals on top. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. Panthers football to begin this second quarter. First and 10 now from the 36. As we are ready to get back underway. And he'll manage to work this forward to the 37. Travis Hunter up to make the stop.
1 yard gain brings up second.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Intended for Tanoa McMillan. Incomplete.
third down. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
That has to be a disappointing end to this drive. Just think, when they took the field on this possession, Mike, they're thinking they got a shot to go down there and take the lead, but they couldn't even get to midfield, let alone the end zone. If they end up getting another shot before halftime, they've got to find a way to have better execution than they did right here.
Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. He has played well all season long, entering this final stretch of games in December and January as the NFL leader in touchdown passes. He did a nice job skipping away from one tackle, then going forward, gain of 5. Will be second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
The RPO, that one is complete. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's a toss, right side, and he's going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Burrow here on 2nd down. He'll get this out to his running back. And he'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Burrow. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
And this is going to pin him back. It's out of bounds inside the 10. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly a 1st down.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Panthers
on the ground, it's Brooks. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And it is recovered by the Bengals.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And he's putting together a remarkable season currently, leading the... And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. So they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Motion man is Johnston. He'll look to throw. That one complete to Johnston. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
A gain of 10.
Try to run for it with Hubbard. Oh, he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. Going to depend on the spot, but it looks like he is short.
It's 4th down.
Here's Matt Ariza now. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Bengals offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game. Take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards for running backs, and he's right there among the best in the league. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Now a second down throw for Burrow. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
Here's Ryan Rico now, as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense and running back Jonathan Burks coming out for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. A run with Brooks to begin this drive. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, the ball's out. The Bengals have got it. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
Bengals 10, Panthers nothing.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. On the return, here's Trevor Etienne. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll start this on the ground with Brooks. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
It's a gain there of 26 yards.
That's good for a Panthers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Two minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That into the hands of Hubbard. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30.
That's another Panthers 1st down. 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. The throw, slant, caught by Johnston. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
10 more yards. That's another Panthers down. First and 10 at the
red zone now. He'll drop to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
Here comes the screen to Brooks, and he's going to be forced out of bounds. Still plenty of work to do. Third and long coming up.
on the play. And it's third down.
Back to throw. His pass complete to Jalen Noel. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
And the Panthers first down. First and goal, Carolina.
They'll look to throw. That is caught. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their second. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in the second quarter.
Brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing here on third and goal. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes fourth and goal. Carlson's kick is good. And the Panthers are on the board just before halftime.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Burrow now to throw on first down. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. So now the Bengals use their third and final timeout. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime.
Second and 7.
Second down, Burrow. In middle, he's got it complete to Coleman. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. And the Bengals going to have a first down. Looking out of the gun, Burrow. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbound. Come to the line now on second and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Now, Burrow. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. Has an opening past the 40. A terrific run, finally brought down, but he's inside the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
Loss of 2.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up third and 7.
Burrow now. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15. And a first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Here's 2nd and 6.
He's out of bounds at the 10-yard line. A gain of
Burrow working in the pistol. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
First down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Bengals. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year. This great season throwing the ball continues. That last TD pass, number 40 on the year. On is McPherson for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bengals move out in front by the score of 17-3. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense and running back Jonathan Brooks coming out for their next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Just simply more of the same, and you're just not going to have a lot of success, Mike, when you're constantly starting drives with 2nd and long, 3rd and long. It's just not a good way to play offense in the NFL, and here we go again.
He'll drop to throw. The open man is Johnston. He's got it. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a 1st down. A run with Brooks. He's got room to the 45. And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40. That pickup good for 29 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll look to throw. That one complete to Johnston. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. On the handoff, this is Brooks. And this takes it into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for the Panthers.
Another try with Brooks. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Christian Wilkins. He's in to drop him for a sack, and that will bring up fourth down.
And anytime this offense gets themselves going in the right direction, it just seems like the pass rush finds a way to make a play of their own, and they have completely dominated this game up until this point, Mike. I mean, it is no surprise they're playing with the lead as a result.
A 40-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good.
Makes the score.
And the Panthers are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. On first down, Burrow. Back into the hands of Coleman. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Higgins. That's a gain of 4.
Burrow. Try him again. Another one to Higgins. He's going to have that first down, gain of 6, as they convert on third down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Play action now. It's Burrow. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's now second and 10.
Back to throw. Burrow. The middle of the field. That's taken in by Chase. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throwing is Burrow. The pass rush gets home and he goes down.
In this defense, they just continue to put in a great night's work. I mean, Mike, you think whether it's been blitz schemes, stunts, whatever you name it, this offensive line has had its hands full. They have allowed their quarterback to be hit way too many times.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. In trouble, and down he goes. Nick Scorton, he gets there for the sack, setting up fourth down.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day past protection. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Panthers offense and running back Jonathan Brooks coming out for their next possession. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. Second down.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
7 yards to go.
Out of the gun. He'll throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Carolina.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's into the hands of McMillan on the slant. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 41. Here's 2nd down and 3. They'll look to throw again. Here comes the screen to Brooks. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 11. That's good.
To the air one more time. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. 10
more yards. Complete to number 1.
They'll look to throw yet again. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
It's been a largely forgettable performance from this offense up until this point, Mike. I mean, these sacks, they just continue to stop so many of their drives throughout the entire game. And then you look up at the scoreboard, and it pretty much reflects that here in the 4th quarter.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th. They will turn it over on down. There's Zach Taylor as his Bengals make their way back onto the field. And this crowd certainly has liked what they have seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in. They have not disappointed as they have the advantage here in the 4th. And a good one here on the ground across midfield. Let's give him 9 for the carry.
47-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard. Now a 3rd and 2.
3rd down and 2.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. And he'll get into the end zone. Shamar Stewart. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now. And I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
McPherson now for the PAT. His kick is good. And the Bengals will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. Things not looking good. But see if we get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This offense, they just can't establish any sort of rhythm. There's just no way to sustain any scoring drives when your quarterback is being pressured and sacked this often.
On second down, it's Ritter. That'll be swung out wide to Brooks. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. Now, Ritter to throw on second down. And the pressure too great. He's sacked in the end zone. That's a safety. So first the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
That's fielded at about the 18. And he'll be taken down as the next drive will begin there. And with the yardage picked up on that last throw, that's going to move him over 4,000 yards passing for the season. Even in today's age of offense, still a meaningful number for quarterbacks and not an easy plateau to reach. Now Burrow going to do this himself. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And a very elusive run there. He winds up gaining about 9 yards.
47-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Now it's 2nd and 1. They'll give on the ground. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Brings up third down.
Out of the gun here on third down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. With the 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
And the Bengals first down.
Handoff here, up the middle. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
Quick throw on the RPO, caught by Coleman out wide. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So it's a win here in the jungle for the Bengals. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory.